Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Boxing Unlimited once again. And we're here today to talk about the fight between Terence Crawford and against Madrimov, Israil Madrimov. This is a fantastic fight, no doubt about that, and a good matchup for the WBA Super Welterweight Championship of the world. And before we go in no particular order, I will give you a breakdown of this fight and tell you who will win in this fight and what tactics the person will use in winning. However, we must start by saying that the most important element in this fight is the timing. In this fight, timing will be the most important because we know how Madrimov fights and we know how Terence Crawford fights. Terence Crawford is more like a technician. Madrimov has got power and he's got strength and is a brutal front-coming fighter who can take you out if you're not ready whenever he wants. It's a tough fight, not a walk in the park for Terence Crawford. We were saying today that angles must be set in this fight. Angles in such a way that the punches coming from the other opponent will not touch you or will not come hit you flush, because it's important in this fight. Very, very important. Body punches is also key because what it does is weaken the legs. We've said it in this channel several times. But the main thing today in this fight will be the speed, the pressure, and the defense. Because Madrimov is undefeated, Terence Crawford is undefeated. Who is going to be breached today? At the time of the fight, sorry. Whoever loses his concentration will be breached, and it's a good point. It's a good fight. The power punches from Terence Crawford, we know, is phenomenal. His movement, his sleek movement, his attitude to fight, his discipline, his defense, his attack, his offense is all solid. Madrimov is nowhere behind. Do not count him out. We say that styles make fight, or whatever. Within a punch can change the whole complexion of the fight. This fight is going to be a little bit technical and a little bit rough, because Madrimov is a bigger guy. He's heavy. He's built strong, and he uses his strength in everything he does. What would happen with Terence Crawford is if Crawford slacks his movement, he might be caught. And it happens to any other, it could happen to any person. Nobody is indispensable in this suggestion. However, the work rate and movement is important. We know Crawford, his movement is super. Madrimov can fight from the southpaw and orthodox. He's a switch fighter, just like Crawford. But the most important thing is accuracy of punches. And then you have to look at the body language of each fighter as each round goes on. Sometimes you catch a boxer, you catch a fighter, he will pretend and you won't know you've got him already. And then he continues to fight. But in this fight, Crawford is a very intelligent fighter. We've seen him several times. We've seen his punches. We saw him last with Errol Spence, and we saw what he did to him. He can make any fight easy. You don't believe he would have beaten Spence the way he did, but he made it easy. Is he going to make Madrimov easy? Because a lot of people have said, and most people have said, this is where Crawford will meet his downfall. But I don't think so. I think Crawford arguably is the best boxer in the world, whoever says it. You know, endurance here is good. A good shin is important. It's vital vital key to win. You know, Madrimov, we know, is a hard man, can take punches, but Crawford, we know him, he can take punches as well. His fight with Cavialatis, he was a lot of people said he was knocked down, but I don't believe he was knocked. He was bruised by that punch, but was also dragged down when he was holding. But so I don't really say knockdown. Whatever you say, Crawford is a good fighter, an intelligent fighter, and Madrimov is also good, But has he got the experience to face the board, Crawford, at this level and at this time? Do you think it's come up early for him? This fight has come up early for him. He's had over 200 fights as an amateur. But being an amateur is different from being a professional. However, we have to look at the cardios of both boxers. We've seen Madrimov gas out and still recover and regroup. We've also seen we've not seen Crawford gas out. He's a machine. He works well. We saw his fight with Spence, as we said. We saw his fight with we saw his fight. We've seen a lot of fights where he's knocked people out. Sean Porter was somebody who is so solid, good jaw, good upcoming, front-coming fighter, pressure fighter. But we saw how easy Crawford made it look when he beat him in the round 10. But before then, Porter was winning on our scoreboards, if I have not made a mistake. He was winning, and then suddenly the game changed because of Crawford. Crawford is a corny fighter, and he doesn't give you that space because of the angles he takes. And then will he do that in this fight? We will see, because we say styles make fight, and a big punch or a punch anywhere could change the complexion of the fight anyhow. So every boxer that comes into the ring has a chance to win. Madrimov, we can't say so much about him, but for him, he needs the jab to set up his power punches. Whether he can upload those punches flush on Crawford is another question altogether. We will see what will happen on the 3rd of August, and then we know how far they've gone. Power punches are on the counter. Power punches, because Madrimov is a pressure fighter, and he's going to come from that angle of giving Crawford pressure. When Crawford goes back, slants back, and then because Crawford takes the sting out of the punches, and he comes up with that right hook, which will look like a jab. Things will happen. We've seen it happen before, Determination, willpower, and never say die attitude is also very important to win, key to victory in this fight. I have to be honest with you. At the end of the day, whatever plans you have, whatever training regime you've gone through, if you don't have determination and your willpower is not solid, you will not win the fight. You need to take punishment. Endurance, ability to receive punches, ability to take the sting out of the punches is also very important for a win in this fight. Can Crawford make it 41 fights in a row and another knockout in this new division? I would say it's possible, even though the person is meeting is not going to be a walk in the park for Crawford. It's going to be serious fight. When it comes to fight the body, left hook to the liver, straight right to the solar plexus is very painful. You can hardly recover from it. The body punches are so essential in this fight, and any of them who wants to win will have to use that body punches to weaken the legs of his opponent and then diminish the strength in his will. And then, as we say, and then the win will come. Crawford must fight on the front foot, no doubt about that. He must make him miss. He must make Madrimov miss and make him pay. That's the way to victory. That's the key to victory. Crawford must stop. He must stop Madrimov from coming forward. We said here that when you're fighting an upcoming fight, front-coming fighter, all you got to do is attacking. We saw Crawford do that against Spence. We saw it do it against Porter. Take him back, and then you're taking his soul, and then you can operate from there. Crawford is a very intelligent boxer. He's a very intelligent, very technical as well, and he has a good defense. And also his defense is solid. What else? Crawford is a disciplined fighter who have a regime to walk through and go through. For this fight, we're looking at Crawford and we're saying it will be very hard for Madrimov to beat him. No doubt about that. And as we were calling this fight, we're saying at the end of the day that experience, endurance, and sleekness, so many qualities that Crawford possesses. I'm not saying Madrimov don't possess them, they do, but his experience in this in professional fights is not up to that of Crawford. So as we look at this fight, we're going to say that Crawford wins and knocks Madrimov out before the end of the 10th round. Yes, Madrimov is a tough opponent for anybody, but we've seen his flaws. Whether Crawford is going to take advantage of that is what we don't know, but we will see when the time comes. Do have a nice day. Cheers and God bless. Please do subscribe to our channel and make comments on the comment section, and then press your like key for us to move on and improve. Cheers and have a nice day. God bless.